Dixie D'Amelio just set the record straight about some rumors that have been going around about her. The singer just caught up with pop galore while she was in her car wearing a zip-up hoodie, face mask, and messy bun. This is the first time Dixie has spoken with the press since her controversial trip to the Bahamas, and more recently since she deleted her Twitter the same day Donald Trump got banned from the platform. When she was asked what's new, Dixie hesitated for a second before revealing that she's doing a lot of fun things, like her Creator of the Month and 10,000 Challenge she's been posting on her social media accounts. For the 10,000 Challenge, they randomly select a different person every day in January who are subscribed to their YouTube channel and FaceTime them, telling them that they've won $10,000.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that's a very nice act of generosity.
It really is. I've been seeing both Charlie and Dixie post about it on their Instagram stories, and I didn't really understand what it was. I mean, I assumed it was a money giveaway, but yeah, so you have to be subscribed to the D'Amelio family YouTube channel, and then you have a chance to win 10 grand.
I think it's a smart marketing tactic for them to grow their channel. I think it's a really good way to give back. Obviously, all of them are doing pretty financially well, as we can tell. I think Charlie's the second highest earning TikTok star in the entire app, as long as the most followed. So if they have something to give back, maybe, I don't know if it's like a leftover holidays generosity thing, but applause to them for doing that.
Well, I mean, and also $10,000 throughout the entire month of January. There's 31 days in January. That is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's nice that they're giving back to their fans, and definitely will keep their fans coming back. So Dixie also addressed the controversy of her deleting her Twitter on the same day that Trump got banned from the platform. Dixie says that she is not going to go back on Twitter because she's always been on the platform and she's always loved it. But recently she realized she was getting too involved in fan drama, which was, quote, getting too much, so Dixie decided to delete her account. Apparently, Dixie even had a conversation with Addison Ray the night before about deleting their accounts, and Addison actually at one point was also going to delete her account with Dixie on the same day, but Dixie did it. Addison didn't delete her account, and Dixie told Pop Galore that she, quote, made a big mistake and she did not think. And now Dixie doesn't know if Addison will ever delete her Twitter account, especially after all of the backlash that Dixie got from deleting hers. Dixie also addressed the rumors that she's registered to vote as a Republican, which was going around the internet before she deleted her Twitter account. Dixie said that was, quote, a fake record, and claimed she doesn't even know how she's registered, and said, quote, I voted and I said very clear who I did not vote for and who I voted for. She even looked at the fake record and her name isn't even spelled right and the address is wrong. So yeah, Dixie has been very clear that she does not like Trump and she does not support Trump.
Yeah,
despite what the internet says.
It's good that she's addressing the rumors head on. I also think it's really interesting how her and Addison, I don't know if they were yeah, let's delete Twitter, if they made a pact to delete Twitter, and kind of where that stemmed from. It sounds like it stemmed from hate and backlash. Both of them, I think, have gotten in some controversy the last couple of weeks and months, and maybe they were just really fed up with it.
Well, Dixie said for her specifically, she was getting too involved with fan drama. So fans were talking maybe about her, maybe not about her, and Dixie was weighing in, and to her it wasn't even what we all thought, the hate, which she's been very open about. It was more that she was finding herself spending too much time involving herself in things that really didn't concern her.
Yeah, and Twitter's one of those platforms where you can just type really quick, send a tweet. It's so easy to engage with fans. It's so easy to just shoot your thoughts off, and sometimes, well, actually quite a lot of times, we see influencers do this and it does not end up well for them at all.
It also is so easy to get into a Twitter hole too. You would just start with one thing and then you just will not stop and you keep going. So Dixie probably is talking about both of those and why she deleted her account.
Absolutely. And also Twitter is one of those platforms that you don't grow a following on there and then it leads to others. It's kind of you grow a following on TikTok first, you grow a following on Instagram first, and that leads over into your Twitter. So if there's any social media account for them to delete.
Yeah, that's true for influencers Dixie, for TikTok stars. But for a lot of writers and comedians, Twitter is really
totally different.
It's totally different.
But for a TikTok star, I don't think that Twitter is going to be the way that they grow to fame. So if there's any account to delete, it's probably that one.
Well, yeah, Twitter's just really where you can engage with your fans the best. But it makes sense if Dixie's it's too much, I'll just, do it on the other platform.
Absolutely. Dixie also talked about ringing in the new year with her boyfriend Noah Beck, and yes, they did share a New Year's kiss. Dixie says she actually has a video of their New Year's kiss, which she might be posting very soon on her Instagram. As for if Dixie and Noah will ever release a couples workout video, Dixie said Noah wants to work out together so much, but she doesn't want to because Noah is in much better shape than her. Dixie claims she hasn't worked out since she played field hockey in high school. She also revealed that for Christmas, Noah got her shoes, a Cat in the Hat movie custom painting, and he made Dixie deals, which are basically coupons to either watch Grey's Anatomy or that Noah will make dinner. While Dixie got Noah shoes, a muscle massager, a backpack, a wallet, and matching bracelets, and no, those bracelets are not a sign that Dixie and Noah will get engaged anytime soon. No rumors here.
No, yeah, which is something that Doa shippers have been very actively talking about hoping that Dixie and Noah will get engaged soon. And I do think that Dixie and Noah will get engaged sometime in the future, but definitely not within the first year of dating.
Yeah, too young.
I think it's way too young.
Way too young. It sounds like nice gifts for each other, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of gifts for each other.
A lot of gifts for each other. And Dixie was also saying that actually she's been cooking a lot lately. So that her and Noah cook together almost every night. So I guess the Dixie deal, it's nice that Noah will do all the cooking one night, but that Noah handles the meat and she handles the grains like pasta, and she's trying to eat out a lot less, which I think is to be healthy and also to lower her risk, I'm assuming.
If you guys follow those Sway Boys on Instagram or like any social media platform, they are constantly working out. I also would not want to work out with him whatsoever because that would be horrifying because they're all literally like
Yeah, and it's funny too because I'm sure to Noah it's like fun to work out, and for Dixie she's just like, no, that just sounds like way too much.
Yeah.
My fiance is the same way. He always wants to do something outdoorsy, and I'm like, I'm good. I'll do my own.
My boyfriend works out so much. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, once in like a month or so, I'll do something outdoorsy. And Dixie also says that while she FaceTimes her sister Charlie every day, she actually hasn't seen Charlie face to face in a while. Charlie has been keeping to herself lately, staying in her room and not leaving her parents' house. But Dixie and Charlie do have some upcoming projects in the works that Dixie cannot talk about yet. Dixie also said that what is in store for her in the new year, she couldn't think of what her goal is for 2021, but she does have a New Year's resolution, which is to write down every day what she did for the day because she has a really bad memory and she wants to remember everything that is happening right now because it's a really cool time in her life. 110%, of course it is. Dixie also wants her fans to know, quote, that smiling is very important even if it's fake because you trick yourself into being happy, and if other people see you happy, they should be happy for you, so just smile. Those are great words of wisdom from Miss Dixie D'Amelio.
So positive. All of her songs are about being sad and then being happy. This girl's very full of emotion.
Full of emotion.
Which is shocking because she doesn't really seem like she has any emotion ever.
Well, yeah, she's very like deadpan a lot of the time. She's very sarcastic, which doesn't always translate on social media. But, you know, we love her and we love seeing what's going on here. So guys who are watching right now, Emily says she feels bad for the D'Amelio family for getting all of the hate. And also, she didn't cry. She's doing okay. It was a question, did she cry? But we know that Dixie also it was a lot. Like, she had to deal with a lot of hate over the last couple of months.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that she's coming clean and talking about it.
I feel like it was sort of a shock to them too, because at least my memory is that they really didn't do anything super controversial. They didn't receive any hate. Well, obviously, like, Charlie got a lot of mean things in her comments and stuff, but like there was no like big blow up situations we saw in the news, like really big things where like they got a lot of backlash from it until recently. So maybe she kind of got used to being that person who wasn't getting canceled all the time to all of a sudden getting canceled weekly for a number of different things, people getting really angry at her. That has to be a huge like hurdle to jump over.
Yeah, and especially since Dixie's been so open about her mental health and talking about her mental health and how she struggles with it. But I really do think the last words of advice that she gave to her fans is also advice that I'm sure Dixie is trying to keep to herself, is just to smile and to try to tell yourself you're happy even if you're not feeling great. Denali says the D'Amelio sisters do not deserve the hate. They are so many other people in the world doing the same things as them. That is very true. I think the reason why people give the D'Amelio sisters backlash is because of the big platforms they have, because Charlie is the most followed person on TikTok, and because kind of prior to the end of last year, I feel like both sisters have been pretty unproblematic, but there has been a lot of scandals that they have been around. Yeah. So I think that's what's happening.
I mean, specifically for the Bahamas trip, like a number of fans pulled an old clip of Charlie really like
from the Bahamas down. The first time?
No, of Charlie like looking down on people who are traveling and who are partying and all this stuff and like getting in groups. Like she's on an Instagram live doing her makeup. She's like, how selfish of people, da-da-da. And then a few months later, she's doing the exact same thing that she had shamed months before when cases here are like 20 times what they used to be. Yeah. It's just like not a consistent way of like speaking to your fans, and I think that's what really set people off about the Bahamas trip.
Yeah, well, the Bahamas is in the past, and I think that we will be seeing. I mean, the fact I also hope Charlie's okay, because even though Dixie didn't really fully address this, she kind of hinted at it, saying how Charlie's been keeping to herself. She hasn't been leaving her room. Like, to me, that's a little concerning. Dixie didn't really kind of blow it up to be concerning, but I really hope that Charlie's doing well, because yes, you're like, as you were just saying, she got so much hate after that Bahamas trip, and we haven't really heard from her since.
Yeah.
So is she doing okay?
It could be. I mean, for those who don't live in LA, you might not know this, but there's a new recommendation in LA that you wear a mask in your household, even around like people in your house and that sort of thing. So maybe she's just, because Dixie obviously is spending time with other people outside the household, that she's trying to be extra safe right now in terms of what's going on here.
Yeah, because Dixie has her own apartment, but she still goes by her parents' house where Charlie lives a lot. So that does make sense. So perhaps that's the case. Emily says, I think people are just jealous that they can't go away for the holiday, while Hina says, I think they should have known better. And Eden says, I think it's okay for people to go out as long as they're wearing a mask. And so people are just talking about this. And Mariana says, everyone has made mistakes. It's a part for the TikTokers. They are human beings, so of course they will make mistakes apart from growing in life. Where Madison says, yes, they probably shouldn't have traveled, but they needed it really bad. I hope their mental health is good. Yes, Madison, we hope the same, because we only want what is best for Charlie and D'Amelio's and basically all the TikTok stars that we cover here. We hope they're doing well, because we are such big fans of them.
And they're so young.
So young.
They're really young. They're learning, like, this is just the start of their career, and careers that happened so unbelievably fast.
So fast.
And it seems like a lot of them have people behind them to support them throughout it, but still being as young as they are, it's got to be such a tough
It has to be a hard adjustment.
situation.
Cody says it's Griffin's birthday. Happy birthday, Griffin Johnson. I don't think you're watching this. So guys, what do you think about the whole situation? What do you think about Dixie talking about addressing all these rumors? And do you think that Dixie and Noah will get engaged? Not soon, but sometime in the future. Let us know your thoughts. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Morgan Riddle. Follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.